definitely be a hot contender. Bland, obvious settings where bland characters blandly goldfish stare their way through bland dialogue and occasionally blandly knob each other in a sequence designed by someone with very bland ideas about sex scenes who couldn't get a job at Cinemax. But I digress. More like Mass Effect Blandrometer, am I right? Not bad, good, not good, bad, not good, worse, as we all know, the greatest indictment of a horror game is not being particularly scary, especially if it compensates by instead trying to put me off my fucking dinner. Outlast 2 covered a wide spectrum of bad gameplay, nonsensical plot, and you come away from it just feeling kind of gross, like I spent the afternoon at the old folks' home sitting opposite a very talkative man eating a pickled beetroot from the jar. Games I like, games played well, best, fun, yes, yum. The Game Awards always does this thing where they pick one prominent indie game and give it a bunch of token noms. They can quickly go back to noshing AAA Todger. This year it was Cuphead, so while I'm slightly hesitant to heap further praise on it, it is unique and well realised and monstrously hard, so the man with the jar of pickled beetroot won't keep bugging you for his turn. I always feel slightly unqualified to criticise multiplayer-focused shooters, which are, after all, intended to be bland and for people with friends, but I can't help feeling that the best possible result of enlisting friends to help you grind through Destiny 2 would be not having to pay for as many Christmas presents. Sorry you couldn't be higher in the list, but hey, there is something appealingly ironic about coming third in a mediocrity contest. Naughty, I'd say this game came out last year. I know, but I reviewed it this year, versions of it came out this year, and I really want to give it one more kick in the baubles before the holidays are over. Dead Rising 4. A stripped-down, tarted-up holiday special of a Dead Rising game with none of what makes Dead Rising good. Even alongside the mediocre Dead Rising 3, it resembles a dog turd in a bread bin. Well, best, fun, nice, yes, yum, nice game. It was going to be this or Mario Odyssey, and giving it to Mario felt like writing a sports movie where the winner is the team that practiced more and had the most funding. Perhaps to be expected, but nonetheless unsatisfying. I don't love Mario like I love A Hat in Time. Mario merely meets expectations. A Hat in Time is a bit wobbly and not very long, but it's fresh, it's surprising, it's charming, and it did it without needing a room full of sweatshop workers filing every last imperfection off Princess Peach's left bum cheek. Well, it wouldn't be the bland 5 without a token Ubisoft sandbox, would it? And this year it's Ghost Recon Wildlands for its protracted adventures in going to the Icon and shooting the thing. Not Assassin's Creed Origins, that gets to go alongside games like Prey and Horizon Zero Dawn in the category of not quite bland enough for the bland list, which I suppose some might argue makes them the blandest games of all. Sega really don't learn their lesson, do they? You can have all the great ideas in the world for fixing Sonic, but they are naught but ash in the hands of Sonic Team themselves. Sonic Forces starts with the good ideas of a custom protagonist and plot curveball, but I guess something spooked Sonic Team, and like a nervous badger, they darted back to their comfort zone of shitty characters, horrible physics, and masturbation. Best. Don't think I'm supporting the view that your long-running series might come back around to being good if you just keep plodding along. Rather, I'm supporting burning your series to the ground on a regular basis to make snowmen with the ashes. Resident Evil 7 is a successful change of tune that also manages the balance between disturbing and knowingly camp that marks Resident Evil at its best. Well done, Capcom. Looking forward to seeing how you fuck it up this time.
Bobby Blurred.
I know it's the loot box controversy that still haunts this game like the ghost of an albatross, but let's not forget it also had a single-player campaign, an entirely obvious single-player campaign composed from flakes of rust that peel off the grinding wheels of the corporate machine, every inch focus group to most efficiently trick the audience into finding the same nostalgic bullshit as always as valuable as new ideas. I'm not even going to say the name. It knows what it did. Bad. But after righteous anger, I want the worst game to be something so bad that I come back around to feeling positive about it. Something so fucking pathetic, all he can do is laugh. And for that, it's Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Ugly, boring, badly optimized, and with a story straight from a 12-year-old boy locked in the bathroom with a Tom Clancy-themed pin-up calendar and severe familial issues. Still, at least it has a positive message on diversity. There's a place in the games industry even for complete morons, and not just holding up the archery targets. You know, it used to be difficult to decide what to cover in retro reviews, but not anymore. Now I just review whatever's been re-released lately. Be careful, Johnny Games Industry. You don't want to end up like Billy Film Industry, who now spends most of his time sitting on a gas mask hose so he can lounge about enjoying the smell of his own farts all day. Still, I shouldn't complain. At least we're playing an old game we know to be good and which otherwise would have been left in the abandoned storage unit of gaming history alongside composite cables and Jack and Daxter. It's an improvement on playing the latest AAA attempt to throw loot boxes at the skulls of gullible people in the hope that one of them will embed itself. So here's Okami HD, a re-release of a classic PS2 action-adventure game by the now-defunct Clover Studio themed around Japanese Shinto, and as with many polytheistic religions, the smallest amount of resurgentership Shinto will make you wonder why Christianity has stuck around so long when all the other religions were clearly having much more fun. For example, did you know that Amaterasu, the sun goddess, fell out with Tsukiyomi, the moon god, after Tsukiyomi got grossed out by the goddess of food literally pulling a feast out of her ass? That's not just interesting, that's pretty fucking relatable. More so than that loaves and fishes bullshit. In Okami, we play as Amaterasu, the sun goddess, in the aspect of a white wolf. I gotta say, irreverent as I am, sun worship has always made a lot of sense to me as a religion. At least you're worshipping something you know is there and actually does stuff. And he can say things like, don't stare at God for too long or he'll dim your eyesight and then your parents will think you've been masturbating again. But I digress. Amaterasu returns to glorious Nippon because it's full of demons and, she'd rather it not be full of demons. I suppose it's not the most complex plotting in the world, but we're in the land of standard heroic myth here. The kind of thing that can be told around a campfire to slap four-headed tribes people for generations and eventually retitled The Legend of Zelda. So here comes the usual question for your retro re-release, what we academics call the Jenga problem. Does it hold up? Well, firstly, it's post-2000s and therefore to my crusty mind about as retro as what I had for breakfast this morning, so Okami is still highly regarded, but what you'll note about the rave reviews is that they always go off on one about the beautiful art and soundtrack and don't seem to dwell much on how the game actually plays. Languid was a word that caught my eye from one review.
So for example, at one point,
way of saying slow. It's not paced like a slug on wet concrete, it's languid. That wasn't premature ejaculation, that was biological time saving. But get through the introduction in which two characters establish the point to save the world from the naughty demons with about 9,000 text boxes that all slowly crawl onto the screen like an Irishman on New Year's Eve trying to walk across a parking lot, all accompanied by Banjo-Kazooie-esque procedural gibber dialogue, and you will know whether or not you can put up with it for the whole game. And hey, here's the good news, you can actually speed up the text display in some of the ensuing dialogue, just not all of it, because we're doing the Yakuza thing of drawing arbitrary distinctions between kinds of dialogue that I guess somehow makes sense if you're Japanese. The weird thing is, most of the time the game dialogue exhaustively clarifies and re-clarifies every next step on the rigidly fixed story progression, but every now and again it does the opposite and leaves you directionlessly flaning around the overworld sniffing your own doggy butt. Zelda is of course the best comparison. It's not a perfect one. Zelda has never had a special attack that lets you whittle on the enemy, much as that would have improved Skyward Sword, but it'll do. The not quite open world that unfolds as we acquire the sacred spanking paddles that open up areas blocked off by ancient stone buttocks, or in this case, celestial brush techniques, which brings us to the main gameplay gimmick of Okami, that you can pause at any time and draw little beards and moustaches on the enemies for a laugh, which is as annoying as ever with analog sticks, so just as well the most complex thing you ever need to do is draw a flat, horribly misshapen circle with a line on it to create a bomb. But even the simple drawings can be temperamental. If your elbow gets jogged by your starving, neglected child while you're trying to draw a line, then your attempted slash will fizzle out and you'll have to withhold another meal. In any other game, I'd consider the celestial brush to be a pace killer, having to pause the action and slowly drag your paintbrush across the screen like you're hungover and trying to lick crumbs off a breakfast tray. But this is a languid game, remember? Not slow, languid. That's not a urine stain on my trousers, it's a moisture concentration zone. And it's not like the celestial brush makes the combat any more annoying. Combat is a thing that ambushes you as you explore the overworld and holds you down so it can show you its holiday snaps. Some, if not most, enemies require celestial brush flappery to defeat, but even without that, the camera has a tendency to get bored and idly wander off while you're trying to gauge how close is close enough to actually hit the bastards, and the action tends to be constantly lousy with special effects. For some reason, it is considered important that flowers be constantly streaming out of our protagonist's bum. Better pack that in when Tsukiyomi's around Amaterasu, you know what he's like with rectal miracles. And yet, the combat isn't particularly difficult either, so maybe it all balances out. It was something like 20 hours in before I was finally starting to feel challenged by it. Up to then, it had mostly been lots of running around in circles and people slapping their bums at me. Yeah, 20 hours, and that wasn't even close to finished. Okami is one of those games that feels like it's constantly bolting more stuff onto itself. You defeated the giant all-powerful embodiment of evil in a grand climactic battle. Kick-ass. Time to start on the giant all-powerful embodiment of evil next door. This was the PS2 era, of course, back before games were split between either 5-hour story campaigns a lot of people are just going to watch on YouTube, or 200 hours of grind because you really want to unlock Tracer's new leg warmers. And perhaps it's true that to dwell on the open quotes languidness of the pace or how the combat isn't quite as slick and satisfying as something designed by psychopaths to trigger your addiction receptors is missing the point. Does Okami hold up? I do think there are a lot of things wrong with it that it excuses by hiding behind the arty game label. Yeah, the jumping feels sticky and you need to run for about half a mile before you can start sprinting, by which point you'll probably already be out whatever you need to sprint to. But overall it offers the catharsis of a simple, uplifting story with lively, engaging characters that doesn't get as up itself as some games with a celestial theme. El Shaddai springs instantly to mind, and it never stops feeling like something lovingly devised with a specific intent, which the gameplay foibles may even be part of. The celestial brush is temperamental because we're dealing with the fickle whims of the gods, yeah, who might bestow you with their blessing, but then again might turn into a swan and bugger you all night. You may have noticed a rather glaring gap in my 2017 lineup of reviews. Oh really, Yarts? You mean the game that's been the biggest seller on Steam for fucking months? The one that practically embodied the year itself because it's nihilistic, depressing, argumentative and full of loot boxes and wankers? Yes, I am of course referring to none other than Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Haha, big joke. I mean PUBG, which stands for PlayerUnknown's Bonanza Goldmine, the breakout hit multiplayer shooter based somewhat on the concept of Battle Royale, except Battle Royale didn't involve quite so many people running around in their underpants. Not yet anyway, don't put the idea in their head, you know what Japanese culture's like. 100 players are dropped unarmed and helpless into a deserted sandbox map. Everyone who owned a property in the area apparently thought that a small pile of guns and supplies makes a lovely living room conversation piece. The playing area gradually shrinks over time and the winner is the last person to get shot, fall to their death or quit in disgust after listening to the voice chat. Because another thing PUBG could stand for is players unabashedly backing genocide. Seriously, the first thing I did was mute that shit because I started my first game and immediately heard someone going, niggers, 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 and I know that sounds like something I'd make up, but I swear they were. Hell, who needs to interact with the other players anyway? I do usually avoid multiplayer games. After all, I personally understate the benefits of gregariousness, but I'm fine as long as I don't have to socialise and we can just mutely exterminate each other like when I go to trivia night at the pub. PUBG is such a simple concept I'm hesitant to give Mr. Unknown any credit for it. Multiplayer shooters have had the tendency to overthink themselves lately in an effort to stand out from the crowd. Ooh, let's make it about capturing territory. No, wait, let's make it one tough player against 4 weak players working together, like a sort of reverse gangbang. So sooner or later, someone was going to go, hey, why don't we just take the basic deathmatch concept that was in the very first multiplayer shooters ever and scale it up to the biggest map and the biggest number of players possible with modern technology? And then the innovation of the shrinking play area would be obvious, as otherwise you'd have the last 2 players sitting 18 miles apart, waiting for the other to come into the coffee shop they've been camping for 3 hours. For you see, pugnacity under boundaries germinates. What I'm saying is that someone was going to come up with this eventually, and in a better world it might have been someone who knew how to make a game that didn't crash every hour or so, that doesn't look like it was composed entirely from stock textures and models from the contemporary shooter starter kit, and where the graphics didn't flicker like my eyelids whenever my mum asks if I'm ever going to get a real job. But anyway, I imagine my first experience with PlayerUnknown's buggery grind was pretty similar to most people's. I ran around in a seemingly empty landscape for a while, then something far in the distance made a coughing sound and my head exploded. Then I'd use the death cam and witness my death from the point of view of the fucking Terminator, who whipped around 180 degrees, instantly spotted me 8 miles away and sniped me with a gun the size of an ironing board that he must have gotten from a downed alien spaceship. And incidentally, it was while consulting a death cam that I discovered that the game doesn't draw long grass past a certain distance. So there I was, crawling on my belly thinking I'd cleverly concealed myself, only to discover that the other players were seeing a bloke lying in full view, attempting to make love to a golf course fairway. But over time I picked up some useful strategies through experience, hard grit, and reading a website with some useful strategies on it, such as stop going prone, you idiot. If someone's shooting at you, that's when you need to be running like fuck. As we all know, proning ultimately begets grief. And try not wearing boots. It doesn't reduce movement sound by much, but hey, could be the fight winner. Advice I found slightly galling, because boots were the one thing I'd gotten from the one loot box I'd earned, and I've been excitedly running around the levels, showing them off to all the concealed snipers. But my skills swiftly improved. I'd find a nice tucked away spot to touch down, find gear, sprint across open terrain, serpentining and making incoherent blubbering noises, find more gear, score a couple of kills by crouching in the corner of a large obvious building and waiting half an hour for people to serpentine really in. By these methods I was soon routinely surviving to the top 10, but wait a minute, I thought, as a protracted squatting session between 2 pews in a church rolled into its 10th minute. There's something missing from this essential gaming experience. Oh, that's right, I'm not having any fucking fun. Impressive as my numbers were becoming, the moment the game drew close and I was forced to go where the last few dudes were, I felt like Robinson Crusoe being rediscovered by human civilization. So there'd be 5 or 6 super Terminators having the inevitable sniping duel that every game turns into, and me running into the middle of them going, it's me! Haha, I was in that church all along, but now I'm out and I'm proud, and oh look, so is my large intestine. Blech. I'd only gotten better at hiding, not fighting, so that was when I made the command decision to do the exact opposite of the good advice and start dropping directly onto fucking target ranges and IHOPs that were going to be swarming with dudes right away, so success becomes less about tricksy, inconvenient things like actual skill, and more about who can randomly stumble upon a room with a gun in it first. Sure, I started dying a hell of a lot more, but I also hadn't put enough time investment into each match to give a shit. Drop out and start another game. Fuck it. After all, prolonging the unavoidable bores me greatly, and hey, sometimes I'd actually survive the initial melee, and then bonus on bonus, I wouldn't have to leave the area because all these corpses lying around have thoughtfully done it already. Then I was having fun. Sometimes I'd suicidally parachute onto the very edge of the map and hope to find a motorbike with which I could speed into the safe zone and start doing stunt jumps as increasingly large numbers of bemused crosshairs zero in, and that was fun too. So I'm not too bothered about getting good at PlayerUnknown's Bear Grylls, because it's not a very refined game, and all the people who have get good don't seem to be extracting much fun out of the bargain. Lots of loot boxes, I'm sure, and in the year when loot boxes became a symbolic evil right alongside toothbrush moustaches and Ugg boots, PlayerUnknown's burbling grandma's cosmetic loot boxes are taking a pretty sizable amount of piss, probably up to waist deep at least. After my first boots adventure, I knuckled down and church camped my way to my second loot box, dreaming of the next fancy cosmetic that would surely make me the belle of the morgue. And you know what I got? A pair of beige trousers. Great, this will be perfect camouflage if the next match takes place in an IKEA showroom. So I knuckled down again until I got my third loot box, which contained a pair of white trousers. My fourth, which was about where I resolved to give up playing the loot box market, was, brace yourselves, a pair of black trousers. Well, at least I assembled a complete spectrum of trousers, or to put that another way, I painstakingly united a breeches gradient. Our topic for the day is early access shooters, for it is very important that shooters undergo rigorous testing before they're officially released. It's all too easy for something to go wrong with the formula of click on the thing and the thing dies. What if you click on the thing and the thing doesn't die? What if you click on the thing and give the thing a bunch of flowers? The only possible solution is to let people pay for it before it's finished and make sure they're good and sick of it by the time it's to releasable standard. So let's start with Fortnite Battle Royale with cheese. PlayerUnknown's Bobcat Goldthwait is of course more popular than the last pair of socks at the wanking factory, and when something attains that level of success there have to be a few less well-known alternatives so that hipsters
I'm interacting, I'm having a dialogue, so I think
understand because you're a pleb. Apparently Fortnite
I'd be
was already
okay
some
with
co-op
the
survival
add-on.
shooty crafty bollocks that they added a Battle Royale mode to when they smelled the whiff of opportunity coming off PlayerUnknown's buggy glitch fest. But who the fuck cares, because the base game costs money and the Battle
There's no
Royale
one
mode
here.
is free to play, and frankly I wasn't planning to spend more
I'm
on
gonna
shooty
entertain
fun
myself.
times than the bus fare to the homeless shelter. It's a pretty faithful copy-paste of the mechanics. You wait for 100 players to join while running around an island where no one can die, competing to find the most creative way to annoy each other, and then we cut to a plane passing over an island and decide when we're going to parachute out. Loot houses, last one standing wins, white circle crouch in a bush and have a smoke, blue circle keep serpentining towards where the line's pointing at and try not to cry. Where it differs is in the much smaller map and related lack of vehicles and the more cartoony art style, meaning the men have big chins and the women have big bums, and guns hover off the ground slowly spinning like they're being sold on the shopping channel. If you've ever rage quit PlayerUnknown's burly gentleman because you realised too late that the 2 pixels in a distant window in the middle of a bombed out city was actually a sniper, then Fortnite might be the alternative for you, as the larger-than-life art style removes a lot of the playing Where's Wally for your life aspect of PlayerUnknown's blatantly garish. You can't even go prone, which is one way of ending the argument over whether it's a good idea or not. The more confined map means the games are shorter and you can get into action more often, and action can mean interesting circle-strafing shotgun contests as well as fucking sniping duels. So maybe it is better than PlayerUnknown's bush getaway if you've run out of podcasts and aren't willing to sit quietly in a hedge for half an hour. But then again, the smaller map also means that if you haven't got a decent weapon inside the first minute or so, then you're fucked, because everything will be looted by then. Also, Fortnite has construction mechanics, presumably transplanted from the base game, that I'm not sure I like, because more than once I've seen end games descend into 2 or 3 dudes aggressively building towers at each other because no one's prepared to risk coming outside. So now, as well as getting good at the combat and exploring and shit, we have to get good at building towers ridiculously fast. Also, fuck traps. You can pick up an item that traps a section of floor, other players can't see it, and it instantly kills them. That's not pitting skill against skill, that's just, oh, you walked into a room, well, fuck you. That'll teach you to wipe your feet. Oh, but it is early access, so maybe they'll have changed that by next week or added a chocolate fountain. Who the fuck knows? Let's talk about another early access shooter called Dusk. Yet another deliberately old-style nostalgia game. In this new age where pixel art is passé and it's now early 3D that the nostalgia nerds demand, between mouthfuls of barely chewed 90s breakfast cereal, Dusk is deliberately citing Quake and Doom and Unreal and everything else that felt like any title longer than 6 letters was just showing off. Dusk is not to be confused with Strafe, of course, another recent game evoking the same era of shooters, because it's got a completely different name. Alright, fine, it's also not a roguelike, which is for the better to my mind. Hopefully we're growing out of this let's make everything a fucking roguelike phase of gaming. Replay value is all very well, but with random levels, you're also sacrificing any opportunity you had to tell a story with the environment. In Dusk, you can have a level set on a farm and be all like, hey, this actually looks like a farm. A farm pieced together from a selection of differently sized cardboard boxes that are all coloured like they got fished out of the septic tank behind a brand tasting facility, but recognisably a farm nonetheless. Which brings me to the specific problem with this kind of nostalgic recreation of old-style graphics. While 16-bit pixel art can still conceivably look good, early 3D invariably looks like crude papercraft that someone assembled using only their sphincter muscles, and I think there's a tendency to hide behind that. But ultimately, even the thickest layer of nostalgic graphical manure can't hide good old-fashioned bad level design, and some of Dusk's maps remind me of those CDs of 500 custom Doom and Quake levels you used to get from car boot sales in jewel cases with photocopied inserts, the ones that contained levels that some student had smashed together from plain rectangles on the day they figured out how the level editor's rotate function worked. What I'm saying is I'm actually old enough to remember the Quake era, and if Dusk had come out around then, it wouldn't have been in the upper tier of shooters at the time. This ain't a Quake, this is closer to a Chasm the Rift than a Redneck Rampage, although I'll concede it's at least on a higher tier than Blood 2.
Guys, help!
Wow, this is all starting to sound needlessly mean, isn't it? There's like 1.5 guys working on this thing, Yard. You're supposed to shower it with condescending praise if it so much as has gravity set to go the right way up. Fine, there are some areas where Dusk absolutely nails it. For one, the atmosphere, and for two, the combat. The monsters range in design from Playmobil farm animals to stick figures that move like they're on roller skates, and to my mind, a few too many of them fire projectiles that move in randomized directions. So
my man!
Dodge the right way. But the weapons are good. They've got that all-important visceral kick to them that makes the
guys do something about it.
1 billion times per minute. Good weapons and action can be a shooter's saving grace. Leaping over an enemy and blowing them away with dual-wielded shotguns is going to be fun, even if the enemy looks like a toilet roll tube with pipe cleaner stuck to it. Having said that, I wouldn't recommend getting Dusk now, nor would I recommend any linear single-player game going early access, because it's just sacrificing the first impression. And after you finish the 2 available chapters of the promised 3, you'll be left blindly groping for a climax like there was a sudden power cut to the backstreet massage parlour. Sort of underlines the inherent problem with reviewing early access games, but as a great YouTube channel once said, fuck you, it's January. What else am I going to review? The smell of my dog's farts? 2 stars, bold and earthy with subtle notes of toilet water. Alright, laugh it up, you bastards. You wore me down. You and the January release schedule. Okay, a little background. As my masseur said when they found clods of earth between my shoulder blades. A while back, I wanted to make the point that there seemed to be an awful lot of anime dating sims sprouting up on Steam, the way looters show up on a battlefield. And I illustrated this point with a screenshot of the first one I saw on the listing, which happened to be Doki Doki Literature Club. And the response in the comments was like I'd accidentally rested my beer on the gravestone of an abuse victim. If only you knew what you'd done, sang my correspondence. What have I done? We can't tell you. You have to play it for your parody game. Got it? Don't care. Now get off my fucking lawn. Then I started noticing a couple of words floating around the Steam tab in the reviews. Words like psychological horror and disturbing. Like, oh right, it's one of those Five Nights at Freddy's arrangements. A game designed not to be played and enjoyed, but to be reacted to on a stream or hilarious YouTube video. Because God knows it's hard to amuse 500 baboons at once without investing in a banana truck. But no one could stop banging on about it, so eventually I thought, fuck it, it's free. And having played through it, I can now confidently state that free was the perfect price for it. with. I don't intend that as the kick in the miniskirt it sounds like, it's just that it feels more like a concept game than a complete product. And besides, it goes out of its way to not drop the facade of being a bog standard anime dating sim all over the store page. So if they actually charged money for this clever prank, they risk first the classic lawsuit from a platoon of the world's most depressing men, and second the cost of having the courtroom fumigated. So I played it, but with the understanding that the moment it played the jump scare card, I was fucking out. That was the main concern I had, because I love horror, but cheap jump scares are the used tampons in my sherry trifle. So if it's a concern you share, rest assured, Doki Doki Literature Club's on a much slower boil than that. It descends gradually into madness, and you can see most of it coming, like wading slowly into a cold sea and knowing that there's going to be a bit of a lurch the moment the water reaches bollock height. Most reviews that I've read say at this point something like, ooh, I'm not going to spoil what happens, you've got to see it for yourself, waggle waggle eyebrows, but fuck that, I've got points to make, so from now on there'll be spoilers. Just play it if you give a shit, you might as well, it's free. Yeah, there's a time investment, but let's face it, you weren't going to use the time to compose the anthem of a generation. So if you're still here, Doki Doki Upskirt Club begins as a bog standard anime dating sim and keeps the act going for a surprisingly long time. You are faceless generic Japanese high school boy man creature, and through some contrived circumstances meet a small group of anime girls. I believe the collective noun is a jailbait of anime girls, covering all the common fetish bases, who all instantly fall in love with you at first glance, or possibly from the sound of your footsteps coming down the hall, and you must make branching decisions to court one of the girls in the hope of helping her overcome her inevitable massive sexual repression, and get some lovely kisses and or plough her up and down the garden path, depending on what specific kind of visual novel we're dealing with. And you do have to enjoy visual novels to some extent to get the best effect from the game. It's like the Spec Ops The Line thing. You have to like war shooters so that you can play the war shooter long enough to get to the bit where it punches you in the face for liking war shooters. So it's doing the visual novel thing. You have extra scenes with the girls you're actively pursuing. You could accidentally lean on the skip button for 50 lines and not miss shit because the dialogue is 90% plus the reactions to sexual arousal. But then some odd details start popping up. The one girl offhandedly mentions she's manically depressed. Another turns out to collect knives and secretly cuts herself. And you think, okay, all these girls have serious mental health issues, but hell, still no worse than characters in other visual novels I've played. You've got to be a little bit fucked in the head to enjoy guzzling cum that much. Hey, if you're surprised by fucked up things happening in visual novels,
I took it from another guy. The guys that were trying to beat me up.
Suicide. That's the definite point of Bollock descent.
And now, my arm is flailing in the wind.
Uncomfortable authenticity, so it wasn't creepy in an enjoyable psychological horror kind of way. It was just really fucking sad. It happens regardless of what choices you take, which in itself might be an effective premise for a game about depression. Constantly reliving the same few days, trying to save her and failing every time because her problems are too deep-seated to be fixed just because you accidentally felt her up on day 3. Anyway, after that, the game restarts, except this time the dead character is mysteriously absent, no one remembers them, and your old saves don't work. And I guess that sounds pretty creepy in a walking into a familiar bathroom with all the mirrors covered up kind of way. But I might as well give away now. I think the game's already peaked by this point. It's already thrown its skirt up and flashed you in the subversion of dating sim, and the game has been given away. So all it can do now is try to psych you out by drifting into the faintly lame territory of the video game creepypasta. So of course graphics start fucking up and characters start bleeding from the eyes and doing that thing where their pupils go really small and they smile a bit too widely, which is of course anime shorthand for someone being too gratuitous panty.
It's all like voice acting. Let me hear the ambient sounds. They're just running my shit. Like, come on, guys. Ah, man. Oh, wait, okay. I thought the other prisoner was wearing boots, but it wasn't boots. They were wearing prisoner shackles, and I tried to take the shackles off their feet. So they were like, why are you stealing the slip? Why has he got me over the shoulder like that? With one arm missing. This is, oh my god. Let go of me. Alright, I guess we're gonna speed up the time. Why is this a thing? That just chased me, ran by my side, beat the shit out of me, and now I'm a slave. What is this? And he's just running. He's got strength. This guy has strength, actually. Look at that. Look at the strength. Did they run my copper? Okay, cool. I still got my shit. What is that? I'm injured. My arm is gone. It's been like 5 minutes. I mined copper. Tried to... Bruh, how is that my fault? I didn't know they were trying to flipping... What? Enslave these guys? How am I supposed to know? Yo. I tried to steal their loot. I was the one being assaulted. That's my loot. When I took the armor, it was fine. I took the armor, completely fine. I tried to take the Gucci flip-flops. Knocked out. Who are these guys? If we get intercepted by some bandits or something and I just get killed in the crossfire, I'm gonna be annoyed. Can I wake up already? Wait, are they just taking me back? So now I've made no progress. I just wanted to get a squim. They beat me and took me back to where I started. Great. Well, this is the story of Bobby Blood the slave, I guess. I didn't even know you could lose your limbs in the game. They really just hit me with the sasasat. That's your arm. This nigga. What is that? Yo, get on the ground. Wait, am I going to the hub? Oh, lone shack. They're taking me to a shack. Oof. I don't like where this is going. This limb is gone forever. I hope I can get a robot on. At least. There's a bar. I have to beat some sense into me. I have to beat some sense out of me. And now I'm owned. At least I got some armor out of it. I guess. Some copper. Yo, who are these guys? I can talk to them. Why did those guys even come for me like that? Can I have some? We only want some food. And I'm just there like I don't have I just have copper on me. So they just there like, can I have some? Can I have some? Can I have some food? And then they're like, alright, we're gonna do this the hard way. And they started beating the shit out of me. I'm like, bruh. Yo, what the fuck? And then they beat the shit out of me. Yeah, I've really been slumped. We've been traveling in the desert for days. And I still got 400 like steps until I wake up. So what's gonna happen when I wake up? That's what I wanna know. Huh. Looks like we're gonna do this the hard way. Get his ass. Is that a new place? Yeah. I'm awake. I'm just a dude with one arm. I could just run away, like, I can't lie. But you know what? Let me see where this is going. Cause these dudes are fast, yo. Where are they taking me? Why have we been traveling for so long? It's been 2 days. In game time. I got one arm. Covered in rags. I'm still getting hungry. I ain't eaten in 2 days, but somehow I'm okay. This is as fast as it can go. Is there any other way to speed up? No. Nope. That's it. This is the game speed. Cheat. What is this, AQ World? What is that? Why is there just a herd of people roaming? Where are y'all taking me? Do we just roam? Is that what happens? Are they taking me somewhere in particular? Cause that's what I'm hoping for. But at this point, I could just run. Just run away. But I'm scared. They already chopped my arm off. Look at that. Ooh, I got the stump. Bobby Blood. Am I regrowing my arm? Nah, it's gone. I got the stump now. Is that the shack? Is that what they're taking me to? where are we going? And then, so if I try to run following master, that's crazy. That's my goal. Obedient slave. That's crazy. Why is it green again? Yeah, but it's like, it's green, but it's like, actually it's yellow, but it's crossed out. So, it just says that shit gone. This game has me stumped. Haha, T. Buddy, where are we going? What are we doing? What are we heading towards? Holy Farm? Are we heading towards the Holy Farm? If we get to the Holy Farm and that's not where we're going, I'm making a run for it. I'm making a run for it because this is getting ridiculous. We've been traveling for 3 days, y'all. For 3 days. Let's see what's the key bandits. Hold on. Let's highlight items. It's opened. Cool. We are walking till we die, big fella. That's just the job. Walking. Okay, that fire over there is looking. There's a. What is that? There's a statue of somebody. This is the slave auction. Hurry up and auction me off, bro. I'm tired of all of this. This ain't it. This ain't. Yo! Guys, oh. What the heck? Is that it? Cool. Well, so what? They just beat me up and then were like, "Cool, leave it." Screw those guys. Ugh. They beat my head and then, yo, there's some beef going on here. Let me see if I can get something. Yeah, get these shackles off my legs, bro. This item is locked in place and cannot use strength. I'm not strong enough to do that. Use tools. I don't have any tools. Crazy. Guess this is it for Bobby Blood. Yo, my guy. Let me help you out. They took my weapon. Yeah. Can't even. Y'all hostile? Committing a crime. This character's been caught committing crop theft. I didn't even steal anything. You know what? Shit. Foul raw meat, possibly edible. Take that skin. That's cool. I will take that. Put down my head. Put that shit on. There we go. That's mine. Take that shirt a little more. So I'll put that on, put that, and you can have that, whatever. Iron Club, what is this? Staff, and we'll put that on weapon 2. Here we go. Reroll. Come on, man. The times are looking up for Bobby Blood right now. No armor coverage. No armor coverage. Let me get some real trousers. The Gucci. Put in that new Balenciaga. Yo, look at that. Bobby it's looking up for Bobby Blood right now. Got some animal skins. Shit, let's keep it moving. I don't have a med kit. Cool. Shit. Uncooked meat. No good for eating. Alright. Things are looking up for Bobby. Is this like a town that got raided or something? Cause everybody's dead. Can I grab these weapons from here? And I can't even run properly because I got these shackles on my feet. I might have to reroll. I might have to reincarnate Bobby Blood. Cause this is going off to a foul start, let's just say. Yo, give me that. Give me that dried fish. Give me that grog. Give me that. Give me a branch. Let's go upstairs. Yo, they're alive? That's crazy. Cause I've been just robbing all of their shit. Huh. That's it's kind of awkward. Ooh, backpack. That's mine. TY. What's in this barrel? Ooh, great. What is that? Green fruit. Green fruit. Some raw meat. Some cotton. What's this? A bull backpack. Can't wear that. Give me that cotton too. Alright. Great. Things are looking up for Bobby Blood. As soon as I lost my arm, I should have rerolled. Nah, man, what are you trying to say about people without arms, man? Let me sleep in this bed. I'll be fine. Oof. Things are looking up for Bobby Blood. Got a nice fire going. We're gonna sleep. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my house from now on. I think this is my place. Yo, they're eating all the crops. Yo, chill. Chill. Yo, what? Who is that? Oh my god, you guys raid us again? Am I about to get captured? needs water. Shit. I forgot about food and that. Oh shit. Okay. But I need some water. So let me drink some grog. How do I drink grog? No room for that item. Drink. Use grog. Use. Drink grog. Put grog in mouth. Huh. Duh. Grog. No. Drink the grog. God. My friend, I'm gonna need you to drink it. No room for the... Okay, let me see something. But I'm not trying to like move it. I'm not trying to like move the item from the thing. I'm just trying to use the item. How do I use items? Okay, let's see. Dried fish, yo. So control, click. No. Wait, click on that. Okay. You can grow a thing. Squad will automatically eat food that's in the inventory. Okay. Cool. Guess I don't need to do anything about that. Let's just go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Ah, man. Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all cool? Yo, what's up? Hello, FND. Yo, they're raiding the shit out of this place. Well, while they're distracted with that, I'm gonna try limping somewhere else. Let's go back to stack and try and flip some of these goods. Use the toilet. Yep, can't talk to any of these people. Don't let it eat the crops. These fucking animals just eating all the damn crops. Yo, he one shot. Let me get some of that meat, my guy. River Nest 46 has been wiped out. Let me grab that. TY, buddy. I'm gonna take that. See ya. That's some leather scraps. Alright, guys. See you guys later. I don't know what that was about. They seem to be doing their own thing there. Hey, Bobby. Put that shit on fast. Let's go. Bobby Blood, the one-armed wanderer, man. I'm not gonna give up on this guy. 5 minutes in, I just wanted to fucking mine some shit, and then I'm enslaved. This is the best RPG I ever played. Oh man. Can't go 5 minutes without getting enslaved. But what a beautiful sky. Let's see. Alright, I've been eating my stuff. Hate the fish. Cool. And I got these vegetables. So I got the food ready. Alright, bet. What is that, a fart? Get out of here. Yo, is that a double moon? What does that mean? Is that, oh no. What direction am I headed in? Oh no. Okay, maybe they're just intruders to the place and their Wolf Den 15 has been wiped out. Is that another squad? Hey, what's good, guys? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do, guys. Okay, let me get in there. Yes, I will take that. Animal teeth. Let me grab some of that. Yeah, give me that raw meat. Yup. Thanks, guys. Yup. Don't mind if I do. What's that? Poof. Poof. Don't mind if I do. Grab those up as well. You. What are you? Yo, chill. Oh, man. Why did it look at me like that first? Why did it do that? Halt, servant. That's crazy. Where's your master? Oh, no. Heretic. My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined. Oh, you kidding me? And I'm dying. Are they running my shit? Why are they all here? It's a critical wound. I'm dying. It's like I'm legit dying. And they just locked me in a prison. I am dying. Oh, no. Oh, no, they patched me up. The wolf is dying. Cool. I'm in a cage, standing still. This is insane. They really, the slave of the Holy Nation. Looks like slave, 100%. Oof. Oof. Wow. Is this it? with my injury, I don't split care. Huh. No. Ah. Oh, come on, son. Uh. Oh, yeah. Well, unconscious. Well, time to reroll the cash. Time to reroll. If this game was multiplayer, it would be amazing. Let's see. Okay. Let me see these stats. Shit. I'm gonna be that Hive Soldier. racketeer. There we go. Gonna cause some trouble. Let me see if I import. No, bland. Flick, that's crazy. Meathead. Mr. Handsome. Paladin. Plant. Slave. That's crazy. Why is the black one a slave? String. Yoshin. Import racketeer. Alright. Tell me it's creepy when your heart will do your spleen. Please. You, what's up? Look for a fight? Just try me. Ooh! Yeah, I really need to wash my mouth in this game. These guys have just swords and shit. Yo, chill. No. Run, buddy, run. Where the guards? Where them guards at? Fool. Help. Ooh, buddy, somebody. Somebody. Where the guards? Where the police? Where somebody? Yo, and they're just not gonna stop chasing me. They started the beef though. They came to me, bro. Chill. Oh man. Are you kidding me? Really? Am I gonna have to start again? Where the... Yo. Okay, I'm just gonna set... Oh. Smart. Put that sneak mode on. Alright, let's go. I just started. Am I gonna have to re-roll? Oh man. Get up, me boy. Oh, I can't even run. I'm crippled. Start again. I don't know, man. This guy I talked to a guy and he started beef. What even is that? Import racketeer. Let's start again. Let me get that delinquent stance. That's how we're gonna survive. Wait, why is my name Bark? I guess my name is Bark now. Yo, what's up? The fucking hell are you gawking at? Shit. I was just admiring your sword. What's that supposed to mean? You picking a fight? I just meant it as a compliment. So you hitting on me now. I swear you must be asking for a back. Bruh, you got a pretty mouth. Huh. Fine, you're gonna fight me. I just wanna be friends. You wanna be your friends? Then go buy me a drink and get out of my face. I don't think you understand how friendship works. Gabby, out of town. Alright, you're in my space. Need some organs? Alright, see ya. I'm not trying to do anything with that. Yo, how is it when I'm trying to be polite? My man wildin'. Empty rumble. You got anything to say? Nah. How do I just... Prospecting window told you about resources in my area. Top information is what character standing. Okay. Got nice wind speed going on. Green. 10%. Aye. Let me watch my mouth. Let me watch my mouth around these people. I don't know when I could get run up on, so I might say, you know. This ain't Skyrim. This isn't Oblivion. This ain't Fallout. This is a real RPG. A new buyer, welcome. Yo, what's up? That's illegal. Alright. We got some rules in here. Let me talk to this guy. Ever need hints? Moving on with the hounds? You know where to find me. Looking to team together? Nah. You look kidneys, what? No, you're creepy. Let me talk to this guy. You're recruiting? Never been one for sway of bloody fire. I cook, it's what I do. You need me, you know who I am. Nah, I'm good. Sit with me, have a drink. You ever heard of the Wailing Banshee? No, what's it about? Or legend has it, it dwells in a sunken cave south of the sands. Air has bones made of solid diamond. Just one tooth would fetch you kabillions, no poo billions of cats. He has a gigantic tongue of a lusty tree hag and a marvelous pair of bingo wings that droop like smooth potato butter. What the hell? That's what is he talking about? Is this nigga crazy? I would have tracked it down myself. You must take it with you. Call it a dying old man's wish. Alright, you're dying. What's wrong with you? Oh, we all slowly dying. Yes, and this dying man witnessed that diabolical monster. They say if you lick one of his pinky toes, you'll gain this power of sweet, balmy immortality. This guy's wildin'. You're right. Wise words. Let's go. This guy? I'm finna rob him. Cardi B style. Jungle bow, how much is that? It's looking nice. Ooh. A naginata. Sake. Some toothpicks. I got 1,000 gold, so. Or cats. So what I'm gonna do is. I'm gonna take this heavy polo. damage 3, indoor penalty attack bonus +4, damage versus animals, 25%, 20, unusual mitigates disadvantages of using a polar. How much is it? Value 744. I'll take that. How much can I sell this for? 45. Here you go. Alright, cool. That's that. Value bread is 640. Why is it almost the same price as the weapons? I have some rice. Alright, first aid kit. Rice is rice weed 1, average price. First aid kit. There we go. That's that. Cool. Show me what you got. I'll be back with some stuff to sell. In the meanwhile, yo, let's go, Hobbs. This Hobbs guy. Bark and Hobbs, let's go. I don't even know what to do right now. Squad management. Nameless squad. What's the squad name? Nah. -10 with a dust bandit. Well, let's follow formation. Martial arts, 7-4 defense. Yeah, my man. My man Hobbs is he's a strong one. Let's go. I'm gonna go find something of worth to sell. We're gonna go make our way in the wastes. The only way we're gonna do that is if we find something we can sell. Right. Look here. Alright. We'll be taking that stuff. Thanks, mate. Wooden sandals. Potatoes. Apparently it's not a problem if I take the stuff, so I'm gonna take it from them because they don't need it. looks like they took out the bandits for me. Give those to Bark. Bark, you put those. Oh, you can't wear boots because you got no feet. Crazy. Alright. I mean, you already got pretty good boots. Welcome, customer. Why he run like that? Nice. Oh. Show me what you got. Oh, I'll sell all of that. Godless katana. Whew, at some point I'm gonna need some stuff. Hobbs, come here. What are you trying to sell? So all of that. Now how much money do we have? 496. I wish I could just rob the guy. And just like jump over the counter. Let's go, Hobbs. Yo. There we go. Here's something to. I forgot how you even check the that thingamajig. How do I check how much shit I'm making? Yeah, I feel like I need some kind of quest. Or something. That's a beat though. must have some iron by now. There we go. Alright, come hops. Lamau. Yep. Lamau. Alright. Let's go to this place ain't shit here. So let's as per the last game, we're gonna make our way to Squim without without getting enslaved. Wait, hold on. What is that? Copper. Okay, fuck it. Let's get out of here. We're gonna try not to get enslaved this time. Currently underground. Alright. We appear to be okay in our journey thus far. Is anyone gonna run up? Is anyone trying to run up on me? It's like how far are we? Hey, we almost, you know, I mined some ore. I almost made it to a town. I'm not enslaved yet. Things are looking up. Is that ore? Alright, what is that? Iron. There's no iron source right outside this town. That's good. Good guess. Finally, we've made it to a town. Cool. What is this place? Bug house. I don't know what that means. Apparently, I can just take this stuff. So I'm just gonna. This place abandoned or something? What's this? Weapon shop, Shek Kingdom. Yo, what's good? Is anyone in here? Raw iron, steel bars. Steel bars. Can't pick that up. I'm gonna need someone to, you know, like sell this stuff to. But it appears as if the place is abandoned. Which means I've shown up to, oh, hold on. You, what's up? Nothing? Okay. Wonderful. I guess this is just a place you pass through. Let's get going. Let's see, how do I attack? What's the game? What's the I guess you just right click on things. Now what? Way station. Let's see what that's about. You guys eating their food yet? Nope. Discovered exile camp. Oh, first we'll go to way station. Right, I'm just trying to offload these goods. Someone buy these steel bars from me. Come on, guys. Alright. Oh, there's a bar. Yeah, let's go inside. Looking for something. Yeah. Finna rob this place. Nah. Show me your goods. Cool. What you got? Buy this for 90. Cool. I'll just sell that off. How much you buy this for? Sell value? Yo, that's kind of a lot. That's a lot of money. I should have stolen more. Alright. Made a decent profit. Somehow the best and worst game I've ever played. Yeah, that's it. What is that? Blueprint. Oh. See ya. Oh, it's dark. That's a nice vest you got there. 0% chance to steal. Yo, why they hit that? Okay. And now time looking to band up 3,000 cats. Never mind. Never mind. You looking to join up? Yeah, about need 3,000. Never mind. Yeah, Master Sword Slinger, right? Of course I am. Take me with you. Why should I? I've always wanted to learn the way of the blade, and you can teach me. My father sort of when I found. Okay. Sure, you can. Only they don't serve under. We serve with. I'll do anything with my father. I can't leave the guy nothing. Pass some cats his way. Whew, come on now. Everyone is just like, I need big money. Oof, alright. Oof, BRB. Oi, oh, you're a servant, aren't you? Get in. I'm like, ah, I just escaped. And then they imprisoned me. I'm just there like, cool. Tried to escape from prison, beat the shit out of me. Run my pockets. I'm like, this is great. This is the best game. Time to start again.
There's a trend here. There's a lot of ass beatings going around.
That's real life, man.
They just hand out.
Get your ass beat.
Get your ass beatings round and round. It's just, that's it.